Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. We've got a massive update, the first one of the chapter already dropping on Tuesday, and it's Winterfest, and we got a lot leaked about that. A bunch of upcoming items throughout the season, important storyline stuff, stick with me, another good one, and here it is. Here we go. The next vehicle that Fortnite are working on are sport bikes. HypeX says it's obviously going to be a reskin of dirt bikes, but faster and heavier. I think that's a little bit of a guess, but I mean, it does make sense. They're also working on another type of bike called Cruiser. So we currently have the dirt bikes, and they're working on sport and Cruiser. We don't know when they're releasing. I assume it'll be this season, and take your guesses down below what the differences could be. I mean, we heard HypeX's guess already on the sport cruiser or the sport bike. Let's hear it for the cruiser bike. The Hulk skin. It was released early for some content creators. Here's what it looks like in game. I think they did a really good job with the skin. I think they could have added a few other styles, but yeah, he's got an emote as well. It's I'm showing that to you. It's not built in though, so you can use it on any of the skins in your locker. I'm a big fan of this. I will be picking up the Hulk skin for sure. And thanks to everyone who's using code TheCampingRusher. If you're picking up this skin, it goes a long way. The second edit style is based on Jonesy the First or the Chapter 1 male defaults in general. Okay, that's what's going on there. And those are the two styles we got. Some people were, of course, wanting more, but we always want more. Don't we? We always want more. So I'm just happy we got it. And yeah, good job, Epic. Rumor, the My Hero Academia skins might be released on December 16th, according to a Japanese advertisement. He can't 100% confirm this, so right now it is a rumor, but it is coming in December. There is the new Mythic item, and if it was coming, you know, if they were doing the skins here, you'd think the Mythic would come at the same time. So if it's the 16th, if those are the skins, I assume we're getting the Mythic and as part of the update on Tuesday, right? Because that's the 13th, and then the skins will release sometime later. Regardless, subscribe, turn your noties on, because yes, with Tuesday morning's update, we will know so much more. They might even be, Epic might be taking their 2-week long break for the Winterfest. That's usually what they do. So with that though, the update before is usually massive because they put a bunch of stuff in the files, get things ready to go, so we are entertained while they are gone, right? And this actually should be my last video on vacation. I'll be back on Saturday, so it might be a couple days here, and then we will be back in the normal swing of things, face cam and all. You'll get to see me again. I know you've missed me, man. I know you've missed me. Late Game Arena, they brought that back as well. Solos and trios are now live. I will, of course, sorry the gameplay is still not the new season. Once I'm back the first day, I'll be playing, getting a squad together, and trying this thing out. I'm having huge FOMO right now as everyone's enjoying the new chapter. But I'll be playing Late Game Arena for sure. Love myself Late Game Arena. That's really the only time I go back and build these days. So another win, another one in the W column for Chapter 4, Season 1. We've talked about this, the upcoming movement mechanics, but there's more to it now. We've got wall running, jump slide, and double jump. The last two could be related to perks, but wall running we think is going to be a full-on new mechanic. Again, I don't know if it's this season, next season, but I saw a tweet from one of you guys today. It might not mean anything. It's a quick 3-second clip I'll play a couple times from Taylor. He got knocked, and then as he was going around a corner, he did a little bit of it looked like a glitch, like a wall run glitch, right? So I don't know if it means anything. I don't know if this is a common glitch we've seen in the past. I don't recognize it, and it does look like we do have a glimpse into what the wall running is going to look like. We assume that's what it's going to look like. I'll let you know more once we get more info about this. To me, it might be such a big change that it's going to be a future season thing rather than this season, but regardless, maybe this glitch gives us some insight. Here is there's been a ton of comparisons, right? With the new Chapter 4 graphics, max settings, it's obviously, I think most of us think the most gorgeous Fortnite's ever looked, and maybe even one of the most gorgeous games out there right now because of Unreal Engine 5, right? But here is a fair comparison, of Chapter 1 versus Chapter 4 graphics. And the reason is now they're both at max settings. So, because there's still a few people saying Chapter 1 still looks better. I preferred it. And okay, put the nostalgia aside. Without bias, looking at these two photos, they're both max. You can't tell me that top one looks better than that bottom one. And if you do, so be it. All right, so be it. I respect your opinion. But I thought it was fair, though, to show Chapter 1 on max graphics as well. Because a lot of the Chapter 1 comparisons looked worse than this. Where, you know, that Chapter 1 shot doesn't look too bad, but the Chapter 4 shot's just amazing. And the lighting alone, right? The lighting is just phenomenal. I gotta go mess with my settings. I don't know what I'm gonna play at when I get back. We're gonna have to figure that out. Balancing frames and being able to do well, but also you know, enjoying what they've provided for us graphic wise. So we'll see what happens. During Chapter 4 Season 1, weekly quests will only be available during the week they release. After that week is done, the quests will expire and be replaced by try new stuff quests. So I think this is just, I believe I talked about it update night, but I'm just going to hammer the point home. Only available during the week they release. So you got to get on and play if you are an avid quest completer. They will be replaced with the try new stuff quest, so there'll still be a way to get XP. And I don't know how the XP numbers are going to compare just yet. There's an upcoming Power Guitar Boombox V2 item. Basically how it works, you have to hit the beat to do, he said 70, but 75 damage to all builds nearby you. And it has a tempo of 3 beats per second, which is 210 damage if you hit them all. The UI looks like the circles at the bottom there. So yeah, it's kind of a skill weapon. The boombox I thought was so OP if you didn't see it coming. And I think this is a cool way to balance it out, right? It can still do damage to builds, but you actually got to hit the beat. You can do 210 in a second, but you got to hit the beat on time. 3 beats in a second. I don't know. I think that's cool. That's a cool addition to the loot pool. Again, not sure when this is releasing. They're also working on a leaf pile grenade. It'll be releasing soon. I got gameplay going in the background for you. All we know is how it looks. Other than that, no idea. And of course, we've talked about the flamethrower as well. That's coming at some point. And I'm sure a bunch of exotic weapons, right? Lots of stuff planned this season and for the next. They're not letting us down, right? I think we can all agree on that. Let's talk storyline a little bit before Winterfest. According to some research from Fort Tory, this could be the new location of the 0 Point. We aren't really sure. Everyone's thinking this is where it's going to be. Again, we don't have confirmation, but most storyline enthusiasts are pointing to this spot on the map. We'll see how it develops, right? What's the storyline going to look like this season? If you missed my last video, once you're done this one, go check that one out, because we talk about what actually is going on, right? Why is Geno looking the way he does? It basically summed up, it's a previous snapshot of himself that he left to rule this kingdom. This is before he got a major role in the IO. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Seems like the kinetic ore, Fortanium it's called, might play an important role soon. It's been referenced that this ore didn't exist in the old island, but on the new one it exists in the fuel, weapons, items, and basically everything. We'll keep our eye on it. Fortanium is the name. I think that epic name, right? Well done. Now let's talk about Winterfest. I bet we're gonna learn about it on update night on the Tuesday morning, and then usually they take a couple days and it'll drop on the Thursday, right? So what we know so far is the cabin. We know what the cabin's gonna look like. This is where you'll get the presents, a bunch of free rewards, right? Usually it's about 14 free rewards spread out across 2 weeks, bunch of different challenges. I think that's why we have so many items ready to go. They might release a bunch of weapons, items, and you can actually see what our free skin's probably gonna look like. Zoomed in. It's like a Christmas winter version of Guff. Big fan, man. I'm a big fan of that. And then we also have a look at some of our free rewards already. The Ribbon Trail Contrail, make your presence known. I like that, little witty. Wintry Whirly Gig. It's a glider. A cracked spin on Festive Flight, part of the Winterfest 2022 set. And then the Little Prancer emote. Dash away, dash away. Let me know if you're excited for Winterfest. I know I am. And thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching today. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.